Once upon a time in a big city, there lived two best friends named Tito and Rica. They were so close that they shared everything from toys to food and even secrets. One day while playing, Rico found an old mobile phone. It was large and clunky looking with buttons that were incredibly huge. "Wow," he said, surprised. "I've never seen such a big phone before." He had only seen small, sleek, smartphones like this one. They started playing with the buttons and Tito accidentally pressed one of them. The moment he did, the room went dark and the phone emitted a loud buzzing sound. As quickly as it started, it stopped. And when they turned around, they saw something incredible. In the middle of their room was a flying saucer with lights that flashed and made all kinds of strange sounds. Both children were stunned with surprise. The saucer suddenly stopped making noise and the light coming from it illuminated the faces of the two friends who couldn't believe what they were seeing. Just when they were about to touch it, the door opened and out came a tall alien with skin the color of emeralds and large, expressive eyes. "Greetings, Earth dwellers," said the alien, in a voice that sounded like wind chimes. "My name is Zorp, and I have come from planet Zoom to take you on an extraordinary adventure." The children were taken aback, but soon recovered and nodded excitedly. Zorp smiled, revealing rows of shiny teeth. "Excellent," he said. "Come aboard my spaceship." As they approached the spaceship, Tito noticed something moving inside. It looked like a little dog with fur that shimmered like a rainbow. "What's that?" he asked. "That is Sparky," replied Zorp. "He is my new friend and will be joining us on our adventure." Before the children could say anything else, they heard a loud buzz and saw a beautiful blue butterfly with wings that sparkled like stars land on Rica's shoulder. "And this," said Zorp as Twinkle, "she too wants to join us." Rica couldn't believe her eyes. A talking alien, a dog with shimmering fur, and a firefly that could grant wishes. This was beyond anything she could have imagined. "Can we really keep them as pets?" she whispered to Tito, her eyes wide with wonder. Zorp, Tito, and Rica got into the spaceship. It was filled with flashing lights and strange equipment that made all kinds of futuristic noises. "Buckle up," said Zorp with a grin. "It's going to be an adventure full of twists and turns." The spaceship shot upwards with tremendous speed, soaring through the atmosphere and leaving the Earth far behind. Outside the window, the sky blazed with colors they had never seen before. Stars twinkled in patterns that seemed to dance, and the Milky Way stretched across the heavens like a river of light. They flew past planets made of swirling gas and others adorned with sparkling jewels. They saw creatures that looked like dragons playing in the asteroid fields and intelligent beings made of pure energy floating near a nebula. Everywhere they went, there were wonders to behold. Tito and Rica were amazed by everything they saw. The vastness of space, the countless wonders, and the friendly aliens they encountered left them in awe. After a while, they landed on a planet that looked like a giant water park. There were slides made of pure rainbow crystal that sparkled under the twin suns. Pools of warm water bubbled merrily, and geysers shot high into the air. "This is Planet Splashy," said Zorp. "It is known throughout the galaxy for its fun and frolic." Tito and Rica couldn't believe their luck. After a long journey, they had arrived at a place where they could relax and enjoy themselves. They spent the day sliding down rainbow crystal slides, splashing in warm pools, and watching playful geysers erupt. They also made friends with some of the local aliens, including a race of creatures who lived in the geysers, and another group who could change the color of the water with their thoughts. Tito and Rica had a fantastic time on Planet Splashy. They played games, ate delicious space snacks, and laughed with their new friends, until it was time to board Zorp's spaceship once again. As they prepared for their next stop, Tito noticed that his new friend Sparky, the dog, looked a bit sad. "What's wrong, Sparky?" he asked. "I miss my home," replied Sparky, with a sigh. "I wanted to visit Planet Zoom with Zorp, but I don't think I can handle another long journey." Tito understood how Sparky felt. He too had never traveled so far from home before. But then he had an idea. "Don't worry, Sparky," he said. "We're going to make this stop a fun one. You can play and relax while we explore." And that's exactly what they did. They landed on a planet that had everything a dog could want. There were fields of soft grass, trees to climb, and endless opportunities for fetching sticks and balls. While Sparky played, Tito and Rica explored the planet. They discovered a cave filled with sparkling crystals, a waterfall that flowed upwards, and a field of flowers that changed colors when touched. Soon, though, it was time to say goodbye. As they boarded the spaceship, Tito and Rica couldn't help but feel a bit sad. They had made wonderful memories on this trip, but now it was almost over. Luckily, Zorp had one last surprise for them. Before they left Planet Zoom, he took them on a joyride through the asteroid fields. They zoomed past rocks of all shapes and sizes, including some that looked like dinosaurs, spaceships, and even aliens. Finally, it was time to go home. As they approached the Earth, Tito and Rica couldn't believe how beautiful it looked from space. They had seen so many amazing things during their adventure, but there was no place like home. When they landed in their backyard, Tito and Rica were sad to say goodbye to Zorp, Sparky, and Twinkle. but they knew they would never forget their incredible adventure together. As the days passed, the memory of Tito and Rica's adventure began to fade. They still had the big clunky phone as a souvenir, but otherwise, it was as if their amazing journey had never happened. One night, however, as Tito was getting ready for bed, he heard a familiar buzzing sound. He looked over and saw the old phone glowing with a bright light. Curious, he picked it up and accidentally pressed the same button. That had started their adventure. Suddenly, their room was filled with light and the sound of a spaceship landing. Tito and Rica looked at each other in disbelief as the door opened and Zorp, Sparky and Twinkle stepped in with big smiles. "Are you ready for another adventure?" asked Zorp, and without a moment's hesitation, Tito and Rica shouted, "Yes." Hand in hand, they embarked on another incredible journey filled with laughter, friendship, and the promise of endless fun. The possibilities were limitless. As their spaceship soared through the galaxy, they knew that their bond of friendship would keep them going on any adventure, no matter how big or small. Together, they were ready to face any challenge and create new memories that would last a lifetime. So if you ever find yourself on an unexpected adventure, remember to hold on tight to your friends because you never know where your journey may take you.